Thanks, Riaz. Good morning. It is 6:30. Abbotsford police say they're very concerned after receiving a call about a man seen carrying a young girl into a wooded area last night. Greg Harper is live in Abbotsford with the latest on this story. Greg?
Good morning, Jody. This is a disturbing mystery that originated right around this area. We're here along McCallum Road near Enterprise Avenue in Abbotsford. Abbotsford police say a man was driving along here yesterday around 6 o'clock in the evening when he observed a Caucasian man in his 40s with curly hair walk up to a young girl who was lying on the side of the road. The young girl is being described from between the age of 6 to 10 years of age. She was wearing a pink jacket and she appeared to be motionless. The man says he observed this man pick her up and carry her into a wooded area. After receiving the call, Abbotsford police, with the assistance of a search and rescue team, conducted a search. Weren't able to find any of the individuals that were described by the caller, and no missing person report has been filed. But Abbotsford police are saying there's no reason to doubt the call. So the mystery continues, the investigation continues. We will be speaking with Constable Ian McDonald later on this morning to see if we can get an update on this very disturbing mystery. Jody?
All right, Greg Harper, keep us posted. Thank you very much. Greg Harper reporting live from Abbotsford this hour. Packed platforms and long lines are becoming all too familiar for Skytrain passengers. Last night's commute was again an unpleasant one for many riders. A bus bridge shuttled passengers at Joyce Station heading east after a switch problem around 6 p.m. TransLink blames it on a faulty modem at Metrotown Station. The delays impacted not just the Expo line, but the Millennium line too. This comes as we await an independent report on the system next month. TransLink is paying former GO Transit CEO Gary McNeil $1,200 a day to evaluate.
The Skytrain is always stops. I don't know why.
They've been really good about it. Actually, the staff have been really good. They've directed us really well, and I think they've handled it as best they can.
The latest disruption comes while a pair of summer shutdowns are investigated. TransLink did hire Gary McNeil to lead the probe. He helped launch Skytrain and served as the CEO of Toronto's GO Transit system. Homeless campers at Vancouver's Oppenheimer Park will not have to pack up and leave just yet. The city's injunction application has been put off until Monday to give campers more time to prepare their legal case. But the judge has issued a list of orders to address fire and safety concerns. They include no open fires or candles inside tents and limiting the use of tarps. The order also requires all dogs to be put on leash.
If enforcement does come from police and fire, then obviously that's going to create more of a tension within the camp, and we're trying to avoid that.
The judge also directed campers to register with nearby housing services to get a more accurate head count at the camp, which has grown in size since the first tents went up in July. Police are investigating after an altercation between two men in Maple Ridge turned violent, leaving both injured and a pair of crime scenes. Fight broke out yesterday morning at Lougheed and Leyte. One man was stabbed, the other shot. One was able to get into a car and drive a short distance away. Both were eventually taken to hospital, with the stabbing victim in more serious condition. One of the men is very well known to police. The United States is dealing with its first confirmed case of Ebola. A man is now in isolation at a hospital in Dallas. The Center for Disease Control says the man became ill several days after arriving from Liberia. He had gone to the hospital twice before doctors learned he had come from West Africa. A handful of people are in isolation, but experts are downplaying the risks.
Ebola doesn't spread before someone gets sick, and he didn't get sick till 4 days after he got off the airplane. So we do not believe there's any risk to anyone who was on the flight at that time.
Meantime, Ontario's health minister says the chance of the deadly Ebola virus spreading in Canada are remote. At a meeting of health ministers in Banff, the consensus is that even if the disease did arrive here, surveillance practices and protocols would keep it contained. Pro-democracy protesters are now vowing to occupy government buildings if Hong Kong's leader doesn't quit. Thousands of people are refusing to leave several key areas to press for greater electoral reforms. It comes after Beijing decided in August to screen candidates for the territory's first direct election schedule for 2017. By raising the stakes in the standoff, the protest leaders are also risking another round of confrontation with police.